according to reports, it is being said that the US has now warned Israel not to carry out strikes on energy infrastructure, particularly in Tehran. But did the US Navy actually escort the oil tanker in Hormuz? Because the statement that came in from President Trump giving that assurance, but if it actually happened on ground on the waters, well, it is still not clear. Because there was a claim that was made online. That post then got deleted. And now this is the US Energy Secretary who had made that post saying that it was the US Navy that actually escorted the tankers there and it has been rescued. But this has now triggered market confusion as the claim that seems to have shaken the global oil prices. Well, that is when it comes to the US and its statements, Srinjoy. Can it be actually taken at any face value? Because Donald Trump seems to be in a one-way hinting that the war will end soon. The objective has been achieved, militarily speaking at least. But when it comes to the oil prices, they have been oscillating.
Yes, initially the Americans talked about regime change. Has there been regime change so far? Probably not. Yes, the Supreme Leader was killed in a strike. So were lots of their top generals and other leaders, 48 of them. But has there been a regime change? Yes. Mujtaba has taken over from his father, Khamenei, Ali Khamenei. But beyond that, the regime still seems to be in place. Also, the president expected another uprising by the Iranian people. That hasn't happened either. So at this point, the major goal, which was regime change, hasn't happened. Of course, the other objectives have happened. The Iranian Navy does cease to exist. The Iranian Air Force ceases to exist. The radars are all gone. The air defense system is gone. Much of the nuclear capacity is gone. The missiles remain, which is why the attacks are happening on the missile systems. But at this point, 12 days into the war, there is still no sign of regime change.
But as far as... all right, Major General Shashi Asthana, sir, is connected with us. Sir, good morning to you. When we have been speaking, because it comes down, to the major factor that is of oil and energy and global supplies that have been hit and disrupted, sir. Can the US Navy actually do anything about it? Because the assurances that have been coming in, but however, when it comes to the effect on ground, that doesn't seem to be happening, sir.
See, whenever there are strikes in Strait of Hormuz, the deterrence will always remain. Even if US assures that I am going to escort some of the commercial ships or some of the energy tankers, the deterrence itself will is good enough for the companies not to sail. And that is why even with the sporadic strikes by the Iranians, the Strait of Hormuz will get choked. So it's not easy to create that kind of confidence because you can escort one or two tankers, but not all. That kind of resources nobody has. So although US claimed that they did escort one or two tankers, but then the insurance cost did not go down. And that is why perhaps the ships are not sailing, because it's not becoming cost effective. So nowadays, what is happening is, and in addition, the oil countries, the GCC countries, they have reduced their production for the simple reason, because if they produce and it doesn't move, they don't have the storage capacity. So once the production goes down, then there is a cascading effect all over the world in terms of cost, in terms of shortages. So that is what is happening as of now.
Right, sir. Thank you very much for your perspective, sir, because already this claim that has now been denied on part of the White House, that if there was any involvement of the US Navy assisting in certain tankers there, when it comes to certain rescue operations are now concerned on their part.